Hey guys, it's day 4. Grace and peace to you all today. Let's go for a walk. So, my thought for the day, the next guy in the Bible who's famous for walking with God is this guy named Abraham. And Abraham, he's an interesting character. He's got a whole bunch of books of the Bible or chapters of the Bible in Genesis about him. He's called the father of the faith because he's said to have had a very faithful walk with God, which is funny because when you actually look at the stories about him, he wasn't particularly faithful. I mean, remember, we learned with Enoch that to be faithful means to be trusting and obey. So trust God and obey God. Well, Abraham wasn't very good at doing either of those things. At least most of the time. He did once in a while. There's a passage about him. It says, this is the first thing we really learn about him. It says, the Lord said to Abram, leave your native country and your relatives and your father's family and go to the land that I will show you. And I will make you into a great nation. And I will bless you and make you famous. And you will be a blessing to others. I will bless those who bless you and curse those who treat you with contempt. All the families on the earth will be blessed through you. Now, the next verse after that says that Abram departed. But the truth is, he didn't do that. At least, not right away. If you sit with the scriptures for a bit and you work on the math and you look at the ages people are when certain things happen, what you find out is he left later, like 5 years later. Now, if my wife asked me to take out the trash and I waited 5 years before I did so, I would not be celebrated as being a particularly faithful husband. And God also told Abram, he said, hey, leave your relatives behind. But he brought his nephew Lot with him. So he's not listening. He didn't obey right away, and he didn't obey in the details of what he was asked to do. But still, he's celebrated. So, I was thinking about this, and I guess sometimes the celebration is actually in the accomplishment. The fact that you overcame whatever barriers or fears and finally did the thing that you were supposed to do. Even if it took you a while or you didn't do it quite right. And when you think about it, faith, it's like a baby learning how to walk. And you get those first few steps for a baby. It takes these steps and it lurches all over the place. And it doesn't really get anywhere, or it'll take one step and fall down. But it's making the effort. And it does get those 1 or 2 steps in before it falls down. Maybe the next time it gets to 3. And maybe the next time it gets across the room. Maybe if we just got up and walked or even ran, we'd get further. But that doesn't mean it's not an accomplishment. We take all those baby steps, those are steps, and we're taking them. Sometimes I guess that's what life is about. One step at a time, right? That's what I'm doing today. One step at a time. Grace and peace to y'all. I need to finish my walk.